Explaining the American Mysteries Iceberg. These are 8 of the most disturbing unsolved mysteries in American history, and every single one of them happened inside the United States. At the very top of the iceberg are the Beale ciphers. Somewhere in rural Virginia, there is supposedly a 200-year-old treasure worth more than $50 million. The exact location was hidden by a man named Thomas Beale, using 3 coded messages. Only one of those ciphers has ever been decrypted. The other 2 have resisted cryptographers, computer scientists, conspiracy theorists, and even the US military. If the treasure is real, it could still be buried somewhere in Virginia today. One layer deeper are the Marfa Lights of West Texas. For over 140 years, people have reported glowing orbs floating and dancing across the desert at night. They appear without warning, change colors, and then vanish completely. Some believe they are UFOs, others say reflections, spirits, or distant headlights. The problem is that no explanation has ever fully accounted for their behavior. Going further down, we reach the escape from Alcatraz. In 1962, 3 inmates dug through the prison walls using sharpened spoons, placed fake heads in their beds, and escaped into the freezing waters of San Francisco Bay on a homemade raft. Authorities claim they drowned, but no bodies were ever recovered, and the case remains officially unresolved. Deeper still are the Knights of the Golden Circle, a secret society formed just before the Civil War. Their goal was to create a massive Confederate empire stretching across the Americas. Some historians believe John Wilkes Booth was connected to the group, raising the disturbing possibility that Abraham Lincoln's assassination may have been part of a larger conspiracy. Halfway down the iceberg is the Zodiac Killer. In the late 1960s, he terrorized Northern California, murdering at least 5 people and sending cryptic coded letters to newspapers while mocking police. Several of his ciphers were cracked decades later, but his identity was never confirmed, and the FBI still considers the case open. Next is the disappearance of Amelia Earhart. In 1937, the famous American aviator vanished over the Pacific Ocean during her attempt to fly around the world. Her plane was low on fuel, and after losing contact with the U.S. Coast Guard, she was never seen again. No wreckage, no bodies, and no final answers were ever found. One layer above the bottom is Bigfoot. For decades, people across the Pacific Northwest have reported sightings of a massive ape-like creature roaming remote forests. Footprints, photographs, and audio recordings continue to surface, and the FBI even opened a file on the creature in the 1970s. Whatever it is, people keep seeing something. At the bottom of this section of the iceberg is the lost colony of Roanoke. America's first English settlement vanished without a trace in 1590. 115 people were gone, with no signs of violence and no remains. The only clue left behind was a single word carved into wood: Croatoan.